Tea with Mr. B of Fireside Chat with E.V. The gentle clink of porcelain echoed through the dimly lit study as Mr. B. E. Gladwrap placed a fresh cup of tea in front of his guest. Across from him, perched on a tufted armchair far too large for her small frame, E.V. adjusted her oversized hat and flipped open a well-worn leather notebook. The pages, filled with scribbled notes and tiny sketches, fluttered slightly as if reacting to an unseen breeze. "Tea before facts," Mr. B. said with a warm smile, settling into his own seat. "Surely even the most dedicated archivist can agree on that." E.V. tapped her pen against her nose thoughtfully. "Tea is an acceptable prelude to knowledge," she conceded, taking a careful sip. "But only if it's accompanied by a good story, and you, my dear Mr. B., always seem to have one." Mr. B. chuckled, adjusting his pink tweed suit. "The trouble with stories, my dear E.V., is that they shift depending on who's telling them. Memory, perception, the ever-glitching nature of reality, we are in many ways unreliable narrators of our own lives." Evie's ears twitched beneath her hat. "And that precisely is why I keep records. Truth slips, details fade, and history reshapes itself in the telling. Someone must verify what actually happened." Mr. B. tilted his head. "An admirable pursuit, but do you ever worry that facts might erase the feeling of a story, that a tale too meticulously catalogued loses some of its mystery?" Evie considered this, twirling her pen between nimble paws. "Stories do need room to breathe," she admitted. "But without facts, how do we know what's real and what's just a glitch in the system?" A flicker of digital interference shimmered at the study's edge as if the universe itself was pondering her question. Mr. B. E. Gladwrap took a slow sip of tea. "Perhaps reality is meant to be a bit of both, fact and feeling, order and anomaly. What matters is how we choose to tell it." Evie closed her notebook gently. "Then tell me, Mr. B., what story should we record today?" The bluejay smiled, tapping a wing against his beak in thought. "Ah, now that is a tale worth a second cup of tea." Outside, the shifting tapestry of glitch space pulsed with infinite stories waiting to be told, and inside, as ink met paper, one more found its way into the archives. Thank you for tuning in to this tale from Mr. B. E. Gladwrap's Lapis Lazuli life. May your own journey be guided by thoughtful decisions, a dash of whimsy, and the assurance that even in chaos, there's always room for hope and understanding. Stay curious, stay adventurous, and as our good friends in Glitch Space like to say, donut panic, because you never know when a simple nudge can lead to the next grand adventure. Tales from Mr. B. E. Gladwrap is created and narrated by me, Bonnie Pope, with audio mixing by Chris Pope. Don't miss a thing. Subscribe now. If you're enjoying the show, you can support us by leaving a review, making a donation, or grabbing something cool from the Lapis Lazuli Life Threadless shop.